Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry I have not been vlogging a whole lot, but I literally just got home, just got dropped off. Awesome that I got a ride. And I wanted to show you how the dogs greet me when I get home after being gone for 4 days. Yeah, come here. Yes. Yes. Hello. Hi. Yes. Hello, babies. Hi. I know. Did you miss Mommy? Did you miss Mommy? Don't kick her off, Red. Ah! Get your nose out of my mouth. You weirdo. It's time for con recap. First of all, biggest, most important thing. Did I have fun? Yes, it was a blast. Am I also exhausted and sore? Also yes. I still can't believe, at points I'm still wondering if it really happened, but then I look at the pictures and the videos and I'm like, yeah, it happened. Other times I can't believe I'm home. Sometimes I want to go back, if nothing else, just to hang out with my new friends longer. And yes, I made a lot of new friends, mostly in the Rebel Legion, a few in the 501st, a couple with Mandalorian Mercs, and probably a couple with Saber Guild. I didn't hang out with them as much as Rebel Legion. Rebel Legion for the most. But yeah, and I also connected with somebody who's also formerly from the high desert in Southern California and moved to Utah several years ago. And that was great, being able to actually talk with somebody who had a similar experience to me. That was wonderful. But yeah, had a lot of great connections, and they were just... I've said it before, Star Wars costumers are some of the nicest people I've ever met. I would say a full 80 to 90% of them are amazing people. And these guys went above and beyond. Anytime I was like down or depressed or overwhelmed, they were there for me. At one point I had a meltdown. There were like 2 or 3 people dropping water in my lap and giving me food and saying, okay, what do you need, what do you need? Or just being there to give me a hug and reminding me to calm down, patting my shoulder, and just, these people are great. And they're part of the reason why I love trooping, and all the little girls and even adults and teenagers who got super, super excited seeing Rey, especially. Yeah, that's the best of it. At one point, I got to hold a tiny little baby, and I loved it, and I got to stand next to a Wookiee at the same time who did vocalizations, and I'm like, oh, yep, this is great. And of course, getting to meet James Arnold Taylor and Daniel Logan and Pablo Hidalgo, all of whom are very nice, very easygoing. Didn't mind my fangirling one bit. In fact, Daniel Logan's a total ham. He hams it up in there. And it's just, it was so much fun. I'm going to be uploading what pictures I can. There are several on Twitter, there's several on Facebook, but I will be making like a con slideshow at the end of this video so everybody can see what they missed in the videos. And I was working half the time. By the numbers, I trooped probably a total of about 12 hours. Yeah, I did the full 4 hours for 3 days, which is a little more than 12 hours. The last day, I went a little bit longer than I intended. My feet were killing me, but basically, I stayed in costume until somebody told me, okay, you need to kit down because we're going to take apart the booth now. It wasn't just a booth. It was a full-on movie set. And the way they came together to put it together and then take it down was amazing. This group is, it's amazing. These people are just incredible. Anyway, I wanted to show you some of the stuff I got at the con. First of all, there's this program. It included sort of a program guide. It did not have times for anything in there, which was kind of disappointing. But they did have like schedules posted in the lobby every single day, and I got pictures of that so I wouldn't forget. So yeah. And yeah, this is the program. I'm keeping this. Also, I'm keeping my exhibitor badge. Yes, we got exhibitor badges because of, you know, being part of a booth that needed to be there early to get our stuff there and set up and everything, and this wristband. I may or may not keep this one because it doesn't say FanX on it, but I'm definitely keeping the badge. And the stuff I got while I was there. These two things were gifts from my friends. Apparently Dave Filoni got his own trading card with the Rebel Legion. He's an honorary member, and someone had like a whole stack of trading cards they were handing out, and this one was included. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'd like that one, so got this one. When I geeked out over seeing James Arnold Taylor, I think he's the current CEO, I could be wrong, of at least our chapter of the Rebel Legion. I'm not really sure. I think he's like the leader of Rogue Base, but he had these patches made up for anytime anyone seriously geeks out over something. He's known for geeking out himself, so he totally understands. But anyway, these patches were made, Society of Fangirling. And after I geeked out after seeing James Arnold Taylor, he's like, okay, you have earned your fangirl patch. So that's cool. I'm all about patches. I love patches. They're my favorite collectibles because they're small, inexpensive, and easy to store and collect and trade and whatever. I didn't even know patch trading was a thing until I went to the group dinner. Anyway, I did get a couple of autographs. Daniel Logan, he signed both an 8x10 picture. He's actually an official member of the Mandalorian Mercs, which is awesome. With the help of the Mercs, he made his own armor, and he's an official member. I don't know if he ever troops, but he's got it. And that is very, very cool. And he also signed a patch that I got with a bounty hunting symbol, and he wrote Bounty Hunt and just did his initials in there, which is very, very cool. And the other autograph, of course, was from Pablo Hidalgo. He's very chill, very nice. He's extremely soft-spoken, and I love the fact that he's written so many guides to Star Wars. He actually told me a funny story. Since Force Awakens was still so locked down during the production of Last Jedi, they actually consulted this book. The prop makers did to try and remake everything accurately, and I get a kick out of that. That the official Lucasfilm people have used this as reference, and that is awesome. So his signature is on the second page, right there. So this book has now been autographed. Awesome sauce! As for my cosplay bingo that I printed up, I didn't do it the first day, but I did do it the second day and the third day, and this is all the stuff that I found. This basically happened over the course of about an hour and a half to 2 hours, which is absolutely insane. And there's also more that weren't even on the list that I also saw. And day 3, I found even more that showed up. Across the board, the only cosplay on this list that I did not see was anything from Sonic the Hedgehog. So, starting, if I go next year, which I'm planning on, I'm going to revamp this bingo, either expand it or take some things away or whatnot, and I'll probably expand it to like a 7x7 grid, and then add more categories to it, because I saw like 10 other categories, at least that I recognized at the con, which was pretty crazy. Walking up and down stairs, in and out of elevators, escalators, carrying bins, bags, backpacks, you name it, all over the place. It was exhausting. I think I got an average of about 4 hours of sleep every night, and it's after 9 o'clock. I feel like I need to conk out pretty soon, but I didn't want to go before uploading at least one of the videos I got to let you know there's more coming. So, oh yeah, I don't remember whether or not I told you, but when I met James Arnold Taylor, I gave him that Obi-Wan picture I drew, the really nice one with the shading. I wrote a message to him on it saying I really enjoyed his work, and I gave it to him, and his face lit up. He's like, oh, I like this, and that was, and he remembered one of my comments on Twitter, so that was a lot of fun. He's just, James Arnold Taylor and Daniel Logan are just so nice and so enthusiastic. Daniel Logan is a cut-up. He is very, very funny. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to go through for the con recap is lessons that I learned. Do not bring heavy stuff in backpack. The first day I made the mistake of leaving my laptop in my backpack, which was totally useless since there's no Wi-Fi at the convention center. And within a few minutes, all that stuff, the book, the backpack, everything else I had in there, my shoulders were killing me, so I'm never doing that again. Print out a map beforehand. I got completely lost. And me getting lost trying to find my way out was crazy. So yeah, bring a map before I do anything else. Copy down work schedules and schedules for the events. Since I do not have internet on my phone and they didn't have Wi-Fi there, it was kind of hard to use the app, and I didn't like having to take a picture of the thing on the outside every day. It would just anyway, yeah, print out schedules beforehand. Bring jerky for protein, because like I said, plant protein is fine, but let's just say with me it goes in one end and out the other rather quickly, and the lines to the bathroom are long. I'm sure you don't want to hear any more about it. It's probably TMI already, but yeah, I'm definitely bringing some jerky next time so I don't get a crash so quickly. Arriving at panels a half to a full hour before the start time when possible. Sometimes my trooping schedule conflicted greatly with that, like with the Ian McDermott panel, and I didn't get to see the animation panel, but yeah, when possible, that's definitely a plus. If I find out any Star Wars guests from the movies are signing, I want to bring the Ultimate Visual Dictionary. That way they have something besides just a regular 8x10 picture to sign. And I love having books signed. It's a lot of fun. So eventually my goal is to find enough Star Wars people to get my Ultimate Visual Dictionary signed by at least 5 people that have been in Star Wars and have something in every single episode. Bring a hat. The sun coming down, it blinded me every morning. I had sunglasses, but that didn't help. I had to squint every morning when the sun was just, it was murder in the morning. Finally, bring a bin with wheels and make compartments for individual costumes. My pieces got mixed up, and carrying that thing around, even though it's not that heavy, it was kind of a pain. So whenever I make an official bin for my costumes, I'm going to put compartments in it. Maybe like have like a toolbox type tray on top for different items so they don't get lost. Yes, I'm going to trick this thing out and make it so it's totally organized. Maybe combine, say, a toolbox with a tackle box. That ought to do really well. Keep everything organized because I'm kind of obsessive that way. A place for everything, everything in its place. So anyway, guys, that's been my recap of Salt Lake, FanX Salt Lake Comic Convention. It was overwhelming, it was insane, it was amazing, and I made a ton of new friends. I apologize in advance that everything is getting up so late, but what can I do without Wi-Fi? So, anyway, that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be patient as I upload the rest of the videos. But until next time, this is the Clumsy Jedi signing off. Good night, folks.